Everybody knows how this story goes. It's the same scenario, the road. Everybody knows how fast life can go. So when you hit the road, take it slow. Society keeps calling me and I can't speak. They are running faster than I can be. Alright, hold on. We're getting somewhere. You have to go through like the hard parts of it so that you can get to the final scenario, you know? Can't be scared. Alright, so everybody knows how fast life can go. So when you hit the road, take it slow. 'Cause everybody knows how it goes. It's the same scenario, situations wrong. Society keeps calling me, I've been running. 'Cause all they see are parts of me I keep hidden. And they wanna use my kindness for weakness. Oh Lord, how can this be? Society keeps calling me to be. And it is driving me wild. And now I see that I have to be free and be me. I'm really just going with the flow here. I don't even know where this is going. And I feel like I should write, like, I always feel when I'm making a song and I'm singing, I always feel like I need to listen back, take the words, write it down, put it together, and then do it again. But what I find myself struggling with the most sometimes is that I will do that, and then when I go to sing it, it feels completely inauthentic to myself because I'm not freestyling it. I'm not letting it just come from me in a way to where I don't know what's going to happen. And then I have this battle in that because it's like, wait, it's still authentic to you because the words came from you. It's not just coming from anywhere. You're not just making this crap up. Like, and not crap, but you get what I'm saying. You're not just making this up. It's coming from within you for a reason. So maybe you're supposed to structure it so that you can get your message across in a way to where it touches a lot of people and it doesn't just make sense to you. So sometimes that's my struggle as an artist. It's like, who cares? Like, I just want to do me and I know what I mean. And if they don't get what I mean, then forget it. But it's like, it's not about you. It's about the people that you have been assigned to speak into. So you have to be disciplined enough to be structured and to fall in love with the process of structure. And just because you're gaining structure doesn't mean it's inauthentic. It doesn't mean that it's not you. It doesn't mean that it's controlling you. It's just making you better. It's like artist development in a way. And we were having a topic about this in class the other day. Like, do we think artist development is dead? And I honestly think you're going to get developed either way it goes. Like, regardless if you were looking for that or not, life will develop you. And a part of that, the situations that you go through in life, I feel like develop you to be an artist, especially if you came from places that are unorthodox, okay, to some people, to where you've had to be street smart, book smart, spirit smart. You've had to be smart, you had to be a smart tart. Like, okay, you had to be super smart in a lot of different areas, in a lot of different backgrounds, because that's how life trained you to be. So I feel like once you start going after that thing that is calling you, whether it's music or something else, like once you get in those spaces, those things that you learn from everyday life, they're going to come up in you and you're going to use them and you're going to make something happen. And I feel like that is development. And along the way, as you find the thing that is calling you, as you find your purpose and you're operating in it, even within multiple genres, okay? You don't have to stick to one genre for it to be your purpose. God will call you to multiple places, so your purpose will be used in multiple ways, but within the same bracket, if you get what I mean. So artist development is still very much a thing. It just happens over the span of life. And then as you find what is for you, then from there you will begin to be specifically developed for that thing. And a different type of development will happen. You get me? I feel like we're all being developed for something, but no matter what career we pick, like we go after degrees, we go after certain skill sets, we go after specific things for our lives, and we get all that training just to find out that we're not using none of that training. We're using life training. Okay, we're using a skill that has nothing to do with what we are doing. So life is going to train you. God is going to train you. You're naturally being trained and developed, and you will find different ways to be developed in specific areas depending upon what assignment you're on and depending upon what your purpose is within each assignment. You get me? It's not just one thing. It's not just one lane. It's not just one category. It's not just one. All right? It's coming from one place, one source, one power. That's what we need to connect to, yes. But it's not just one thing that will happen because there's so much to be done. Okay, so we can't all look the same or be going after the same thing or trying to win in the same way. We all have assignments and purposes for reasons because there are a lot of different things that need to be done under the same house. All right? For the same purpose, for the same for the same goal. All right, we just want to live at peace and be happy. We just want to be able to send blessings to other people. We just want to be able to operate out of as our highest nature and be happy. You get me? So everybody who's with that, we need to get on the same page and figure out what we're supposed to be doing so that we can do it on the same level, do it intentionally, and do it effectively, and not be all over the place because everybody in limbo and don't know, and greed and money and this and that. Nah, listen. If you on the same page as me, not saying you got to be perfect, let's meet over here. If you on the same page as me, not saying you got to be perfect, let's meet over here. We're not going to cancel nobody. We're going to counsel each other. We're going to hold each other accountable. We're going to take it back to God. We're going to test the spirits of the people that's coming in here. We're not going to lose ourselves due to money, due to fame, due to greed, due to any of the stuff that's outside of our goal, outside of our purpose, outside of our energy, outside of our source. We're not going to do it. Okay, and anybody who chooses that route, we're not going to condemn you, we're not going to judge you, we're not going to cast you down to the pits of hell as if you're not a child of God. We understand, but you just can't come into this domain until you get that right. And we still love you, we still praying for you, we still wish you the best. There's no harm, there's no foul, we're not even taking it personal. We know what you're fighting up against, okay? So we gonna keep it there until you realize what you're supposed to realize, and maybe you'll come back, or maybe you'll move forward and you'll teach other people who got into the same place as you. Maybe that's your purpose for your next assignment. You get me? And we were just for each other in this assignment and this purpose in this season. So I'm a detach, not forget, not disregard, but detach, because you're no longer a part of my assignment. You get me? All right, and that was God. All the glory is His. Do not praise me. All right, because I just be chilling. Then He just come up and I be like, "Ooh, Lord, you speaking to me too?" Because come on, detachment. Because sometimes we be real attached, and we be so mad at God when that season ends. Lord, why did you take that person? Lord, why did we have to break up? Lord, why is this? What is? We be questioning Him so bad instead of being like, "I trust you, man. It must have been time. I must have learned what I was supposed to learn. Maybe I blessed them in the way they were supposed to be blessed, and vice versa, and we supposed to keep it pushing. Thank you for the experience, God. It hurt. It sucked. I really want that person. I really loved them. But it's just like, I understand, and I thank you. And if I can ever be a blessing again in their life, put it on me, because I really want to do that, and vice versa, God. I trust you. You know, still going to pray for them. Still going to send them good energy. And I hope it's the same my way. And even if it's not, I know you got me. Okay? I made the hard decision because I trust you. I made the hard decision because I know you're going to carry us. I made the hard decision because I know you are good. I know that you are God. I know that you are real. I've been through the storm. You get me? So, yeah. That's what I was saying. In a nutshell. You get me? And I keep looking at me like, man, maybe I should turn on some brighter lights so that you can see me clearly. I like the vibe. I like the aesthetic. And I feel like we're too busy trying to make our aesthetic the same as everybody else, to where the lighting has to be a certain type of way. The mood, do you. Okay, do you and do you to the fullest and honor your spirit, because I was about to make this video on some shorts and a t-shirt and not really care and just chill and be me. But God kept putting on my spirit and said, no, take it that extra step. Okay? Take it that extra step. It's cool for you to do it in your t-shirt. It's cool for you to do it in your shorts. You do that. Yes, you do. But it's also okay for you to take it the extra step if that's the mood that you are in. Don't be so quick to rush it because you think you're going to forget, or you think it's not going to be good, or you think it's in you, so it's going to come out of you. And once you place the proper things around you and on you and in your mind, and you prepare yourself differently, it's going to come out you differently. So do you want it to come out okay and it's still going to do something, but it's not going to do as much because you didn't really honor it fully, you didn't prepare for it fully? Or do you want it to come out all the way to where it's not missing, it's going viral, it's impacting people on a major level, on a global scale, in a big way, in a way that you've never seen before, because you prepared properly and you placed yourself around the right things, in the right energy. You allowed yourself to be prepared. Okay, you allowed yourself to be right. And that reminds me, earlier God had spoke to me, and I made a TikTok. So if y'all haven't seen this TikTok, definitely go check out my TikTok, okay? Because God be giving me words. I put them out on TikTok, and then I elaborate in the rest of my life, like on YouTube, Instagram, and different things of that nature. I'm trying to get more consistent with Facebook. But he just works through me differently, and I give something different on each platform. You get me? So if you want to get to know all of me, you got to follow all of me. You have to support all of me, okay? And don't judge me. Well, judge me, test my spirit, because there's nothing wrong with judging people. Don't judge me harshly or condemn me as if you're my God. But judge me most for sure. And if you feel like there's something I can enhance, there's something in some area I can be better, correct me. Okay? I will hold myself accountable. Do it in love. Watch your mouth, all right? Watch your energy. Don't condemn me. Don't talk at me, because God still, but I have no problem being corrected. I want to be better. I strive to be better. And I've learned how to accept it and not take it as like people are against me. And sometimes I still struggle with it. I'm still human, so I can have some areas in me where if you say something, it might offend me, my feelings get hurt, and I get defensive. But I have people in my life who truly be like, listen, I'm not saying it at you. I don't mean any harm by it. I'm saying it in this way, so you don't have to be defensive. I'm not, they communicate. So communicate with me, I will communicate with you. We are not perfect. We are still human, and we're still working through trauma. So I feel like if you support me, okay, if you love me, if you care for me, if you like anything that I say or anything that I do, support me fully in all of me, in every single essence and type and form and shape that I come in, okay? And love me fully, but do not be afraid of correcting me, because I don't want to be babysat or coddled or just tolerated. You get me? And that's how we have to treat everybody that we love. And I was watching Poor Minds earlier, and they said something about uncomfortable conversations. Like, you have to be willing to have the uncomfortable conversations, and that is so true. So shout out to them, okay? And listen, when you are following God, you're walking in the ways of Christ, and you're strong in your faith, especially when you're new, don't be judgmental of how God is using other people, okay? Because it's easy to become judgmental, like, oh, they in the world. No, they're still very much doing God's work. They're still very much God's children. Their walk of life just looks different. So don't judge them based upon what they've been through or what they do or how they're living their life. They still progressing. I was watching Poor Minds, and they talk about God a lot. You get me? They're talking about the Bible and everything. So when you get into this walk of life to where you're just trying to be your highest self and you're trying to honor God, don't judge people in the way that they're trying to honor them and condemn them, because that's operating from a religious spirit and not a spiritual one. God is spiritual. He is not religious at all, okay? He's not. If y'all read the Bible, if y'all tap into y'all spirit, it's being tapped into nature. It's connecting to nature. It's connecting to peace. It's connecting to the fruits of the spirit, not fruits of condemnation and canceling people, cancel culture, and writing people off. And it's not that. You get me? It's not that. It very much is respect. Put some respect on God's name and stop playing and just saying, oh, God got me. I can do this. I know I can get away with it because he's just, no, put some respect on his name. All right? Just like you expect people to put some respect on you. But off that, continuing forward, because I'm actually about to wrap this up. Like, I don't even know how this turned into a whole, basically, me talking to y'all. But I came out here to record a song. Seem like they have a good conversation next door too. Like they're just chilling and vibing. I love the energy. Like I love hearing people laugh and it's like people are vibing and just in a good mood. I love it. I love it. Okay. It's better than yelling and screaming and toxic stuff. I'd rather hear somebody laughing than somebody like get into a fight or get into something any day. Any day. And can we talk up real quick? Can we just talk about trauma and how trauma like really affects you? It affects you to the point where if you hear the slightest noise, if you hear the just I hear noises sometimes like from the street or outside and I instantly go into Lord, please protect that child. Lord, please like Lord, please intervene. Lord, I always go to the worst of the worst of the worst because of trauma. And it's like it might not even be a bad situation. And I'm thankful because I'll be sitting praying for random people. Okay, speaking life over them because it's like you never know what's going on or what's happening for real. You get me? And I feel like that's necessary and important. But sometimes you can get stuck in that to where you're just thinking so bad to where you're sitting there now you're worried, now you're stressed. It's like, listen, everything's okay. You get me? Send that prayer up. God's going to do what he's going to do. And at the end of the day, if he's put on your spirit to help or to do something, you will do that. But other than that, you can't save everybody. You can't fix everything. You can't be scared of everything. That's trauma. And it's going to hold you back. You get me? You have to trust God. And you can't be so quick to just be like, because of trauma. Like, place yourself in spaces that make you feel safe so that you can get aligned with you can be safe. There is safety in this world for you. There is a safe haven and a sacred place in this world for you. It's not all toxic. It's not all chaotic. Sometimes you just have to change your environment so that you can change your mind space and you can change your way of being. And that's not to say to become naive to the world and that bad things aren't happening. It's just to say that you won't walk around traumatized or overthinking or why they ask me where I'm from or you won't think like that all the time. You'll still know how to use discernment and be aware to where you're like, okay, now this person tripping and they off and I'm out between everybody. You get me? You'll know who is who and what is what, and you won't be so anxious all the time. Like, place yourself in spaces that make you feel safe so that you can get realigned with knowing that you don't always have to be preyed upon, traumatized, dumped on, like unconsidered. Like, you don't have to be in that space. You get me? You can be somewhere completely different, and that's why God calls you to leave your hometown sometimes. Like, go ahead and leave. Get up out of there. Take a vacation. Like, Spirit trip, $76. Y'all, don't be fooled by people's lifestyles and just think that they just living it up. Don't think. Okay. Wealth is not what everybody is pushing it to be. It's not all monetary. It's not just paper money. It's not just a bag or some shoes or luxury. Wealth is the fact that, you know what? You had $76 to book a Spirit flight. Okay, you got a little bit more money before that Spirit flight so that you can be comfortable on your trip. You are going out and you sitting on the beach. You saved up enough money for you to get a nice room and you sat back and you can. That's wealth. That's wealth. You're operating in the spirit of wealth because you're enjoying life. It's not, I have to go get a Birkin bag. It's not, I have to have $1 million. Listen, if you got $1,000 in your pocket and that's more than what you're used to having, that's wealth to you. Okay, you can go sit at the beach or go sit at the park for free and chill for an hour and a half. That's wealth to you. Wealth comes in many different forms. Wealth comes on many different levels. So don't just equate wealth to money, and don't always think just because somebody's chilling or somebody went on vacation that they just rich or they just living this life that's perfect and nothing ever happens to them. Like, no, life is life and it's going to happen to everybody on every level. And just because somebody has monetary value does not mean they're wealthy in spirit, they're wealthy in their mind, or they wealthy in their body. Most of the time they be poor because they thought that true wealth was the paper, so they did everything that they could to get that paper money, and then they found out that they were really poor. You get me? So it's like, don't just equate it to that, and don't get caught up in people's lifestyles. Don't get caught up in entertainment, okay? Because most of the time, the things that people are doing is entertaining themselves, and then in turn, it's entertaining you. But you're getting caught up on the entertainment, so where you think that's what life is supposed to be 24/7, and that's just a portion of it. It's just entertainment. It's just the football game after high school or after school. It's just the football game in college. It's just the going to the skating rink on the weekends or going to get a section. That's entertainment. It's not every day. You're not in a section every day. You're not at a game every day. Come on now. You get me? it's entertainment. So you have to learn how to categorize things so that you don't get so lost and swallowed by life to where you're not being authentic to yourself and where you are in life, to where you are putting yourself in debt spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, financially to try to keep up with entertainment. It's entertainment. It's a portion, not your whole lifespan. So don't spend your whole life trying to be entertained and entertained, because you'll start to figure out and pinpoint. You'll start to see that you wasted a lot of your life entertaining, and entertainment never gave anything back to you because you didn't even monetize off it. You get me? That was a mouthful. But you track with me, because I feel like we're a lot of entertainment is being used incorrectly, and it's making people unrealistic to life, to where they think that is life, and it's not life. Like, entertainment is not life. There's many other aspects and areas of life, like nature, like building, like science, like reading, like your spirit, like food, wealth, health, your mental space. There's so many different areas of life, holistic practices, like, man, there's so many different parts of life in ways that you can win. Real estate, like, yeah, I'm sorry I keep saying like, but it just, whatever, mind your business. I'm not perfect. I'm gonna say like, and it doesn't mean that I'm not educated or that I'm illiterate. It doesn't mean that, okay? Man, there's so many ways in life that you can win, okay? Interior design, nail tech, hair tech. There's so many other platforms and spaces outside of entertainment. Entertainers, I learned in school that you don't even make most of your money from music. You make most of your money from advertising, from selling things through your music. Like, that's why you see songs on Pepsi commercials and things of that nature, or fashion shows, because the music is selling it. But you're not even making the money based off of your music being streamed. You're making the money off of sponsorships and brand deals and things of that nature, touring. You get me? So don't be so caught up in the entertainment where you think these people are just rich because they put out a song. No. Brand deals, advertising, it's so much that goes into this, y'all, that we don't know about, and we're getting swallowed up and consumed by entertainment that we think that's everything. So it's like, let me go spend my check and get this watch or this chain so I can entertain people and act like I got it. And it's like, sir, now you got to try to resell what you just bought to pay for this, to rob, and then rob Peter to pay Paul to pay for that. You don't gotta live like that, okay? You entertaining all by yourself with what you have, and you can get paid off of that naturally by not trying to fit in with the world or get caught up in it to think that that's the only way of life. Like, come on now. People are getting paid for their voice acting, reading books on Audible. People getting paid for all kinds of things. So it's like, pinpoint what your natural gift is and go from there. Like, everybody has a gift. It might not look like the next person's, but you have your own gift. And that reminds me of, this lady said you can have the gift of knowing. It's not just the gift of hearing. And I wish I knew her name and it would come up, but she be on TikTok all the time speaking, and she's very unorthodox in how she lives her life and how she honors God. And I enjoy watching her journey. And if I find her name, I'll definitely tag it in here. But she was saying that you can have the gift of knowing and not the gift of hearing. So you asking God, like, give me the gift of hearing, give me the gift of hearing. But it's like, no, you have the gift of knowing. You just know. It's in your spirit. You're solidified. You grounded in it. You don't even have to discern what it is, because you know. You have the gift of knowing, and you trying to ask for the gift of hearing, and now you have to discern what voice is what voice. Where is this coming from? What is this? You asking for more responsibility when God has given you this gift, and you know how to be responsible for it and how to operate in it, but you want something else that's going to make your life harder, because you think that's the only way that you can thrive, or the only way you can be close to God, or the only way that you can profit or prosper in life, and that's not true. So identify what your natural gifts are. And most of the time, these gifts are things that people compliment you about. Like, man, you just cook so good. It makes me feel at home. You remind me of my grandma. Or, man, like, the way you clean, I just never seen anybody do it. I feel at peace. Like, when you clean my house and we organize my closet. Like, Lord, the way that you just speak to me, it's crazy. It speaks to my soul. It makes me feel free from things. The way that you make clothes makes me feel confident about myself. Like, oh, my goodness, the way that you are. You don't even have to say anything. You can just be in the room and I feel whole. I feel happy. I feel joyous. You get me? Everybody has different gifts and they use them in different ways. So don't be so quick to look at the next person and be like, oh, I want what they have. You don't know what it takes for them to have that. Worry about the warfare and the things and the trials that you have to go through to get your triumph, because they have to go through trials to get theirs too. Nothing is handed to us unless you did something for a quick piece of change, and then it's going to turn back on you and you're going to be wishing and begging and praying for something different and thanking God that he took that away. Okay? We all been there. Don't judge me. But listen, you can always turn back. You can always change your life. You can always repent, and all repentance is changing your way of being. So if it does not serve you, repent. Say, you know what? Sit in the mirror, apologize to yourself, and say, I'm not going to put you through this no more. I see what trauma it brings in your life. I see that it doesn't bring out the best in you, and I don't like feeling like that. I don't like seeing you like that. And Lord, I apologize, because I know that you didn't create me for me to stay in this position. I know you have more for me, so I apologize. I'm going to do better. Send me strategies, send me reminders, send me people in my life who will speak life into me, who have been in the positions that I've been in, so that they can teach me. Send me mentors, God. I apologize. And then you correct the behavior. That's repentance. It's not getting in front of a whole bunch of people and saying, oh Lord, I sinned and I did this and I'm sorry, and you go back to doing it behind closed doors but never get delivered from it because you only did it to appease people. You get me? That's not repentance. Repentance is what I just said it was before I just explained that example. All right? So yeah. I always say, this is great. The video is going to be short. It's going to be like 5 minutes. People's attention spans, and I'm looking up and we're at 21 minutes and 39 seconds. All right. So whoever needed this, I'm thankful that you got it. I'm thankful that God used me. I'm thankful that he spoke to me and through me, because I'm going to watch this back and it's going to bless my life. And I'm excited about that blessing. Okay. Because sometimes I need to be reminded just as much as you. Not perfect. Do not glorify me. Do not praise me. Don't idolize me. It is God. All right. Give him the praises that he revealed me to you. All right. Because it's not coincidental. It's on purpose. It's for a purpose. It's for a reason. And I know breakthrough has come for you in this moment. And I'm thankful. All right. So all praises to the Most High. And I'm excited for you to see what else I have in store, or what God has in store for me, because I didn't plan this at all, actually. Not at all. All right. I had something different in my mind, and he led me a whole different type of way. And I'm still in my head like, well, God, do I still wear this outfit tomorrow? Because I had this plan to wear it to the beach, to take pictures. And I had the caption out. So are you going to change my picture and my caption for tomorrow too, or can I still do it? You get me? So God is completely in control over here. And I'm excited for you guys to join the journey of watching what God does and how he works. And I know that it is going to impact your life, so that you can trust him more and lean into that more, and honor your spirit more, so that you too can become raised and heightened in your position and in your value and your worth and in your confidence. Okay? Because the same things that are in me that are blessing my life, that God has placed in me, a purpose, a calling, a reason to be here, is in you too. It's in all of us, and we're all connected. It's a collective consciousness. So we're supposed to help each other and pour into each other. So whatever's on your heart to speak about, record it. Don't think you have to have the perfect equipment. I found this microphone in the hallway of the apartment that I'm staying in right now. You get me? In the hallway for free. God told me he was gonna send me a mic. I walked upstairs coming from school when the mic was in the hallway. $100 mic, got it for $0, still in the package, plastic on it. All right. God is going to provide for you. You're not going to have everything, the perfect lighting, the perfect mic, the perfect phone. Use what you have, and God's going to provide for you as long as you continue, and along the way he will provide for you. So just continue to believe him and never think that you are crazy or you are tripping, because I promise you, you are not. All right, you are not tripping. And those thoughts that are not of God, that are telling you to jump, that are telling you you can't make it, that are telling you don't do it, that are telling you no, it's not going to work, that are reminding you of what you've been through and why you can't do it, that's not God. So go ahead and show that opposing force, show that depression, show that anxiety, show that overthinking, that you have dominion over this earth and you command things to leave, and tell depression, get up off you. That's all you got to say. Get off me. Leave me. That's not God. And I'm a child of God, so you cannot be with me, because I am of the Most High. All right? You know what name to bow to. In the mighty name of Jesus Christ, leave me. In the mighty name of Yeshua HaMashiach, leave me. Okay? In the mighty name of Yahweh, in the Most High name, you must go. Get up off me. That's how you have to speak to it. And you have to speak to it with authority, because that is what you have. There's power in you. Okay, and if you don't know God, if you're trying to get to know God, if you're in between things, it's as simple as a conversation. God is your friend. Okay, He's not trying to control you. He's not trying to condemn you. He's not trying to beat you up. He's not trying to force you into anything. Anything that is forceful is not God. He gives you the choice. He gives you reminders. He holds your hand through the process. And even if you leave Him, He's there waiting for you in the same spot so that you can hold His hand again and He can walk with you and lead you further. That is God. Okay, that is God. So all it takes is you getting in a quiet space and saying, God, I feel like I know you. I feel like you're with me. I keep hearing about you, but I don't know you how everybody else does, and I really want to. So please move into my space. Please invite the Holy Spirit into my space. Create in me a clean heart. Create in me a clean slate, Lord, so that I can start over from here and be the person, be the woman, be the man, be the one that you've created me to be the best I can be, because that's what I strive to be, Lord. But these things keep having a hold of me. These people keep calling me, Lord. I have this addiction, or I have this thing on me that won't leave me alone. It keeps coming back, and every time that I think that I got rid of it, it comes back. God, I need you in that area to give me a clean slate and to take this thing away from me. Take the thorn out of my side, or show me how to deal with the thorn in my side so I can have authority over that thorn, Lord. Show me so that I can be free. I invite you into my space. Nothing negative can dwell here any longer, because I choose you. Have a conversation with him. Tell him you struggle with drinking. Tell him you might struggle with smoking. You feel like you can't do anything without doing it. You feel like you can't be happy without doing it. Tell him you want to tap into that dopamine yourself. Tell him you want to tap into your highest nature yourself. Tell him. Get in a quiet space. Get away from all the noise. If it's on your knees, if it's standing up, if it's squatting, if it's sitting on the bed, if it's laying in the bed, if it's laying on the floor, if it's laying on the sidewalk, however it has to come out of you, let it come out. Let your heart pour out, and He will meet you. I've been on the bathroom floor crying, and He's met me. I've been standing up, and He's met me. I've been on my knees, and He's met me. I've been walking, running, working out, and He's met me. I've been in the car, and He's met me. I've been in the bed, and He has met me. Doing things I had no business, and He has met me. So it doesn't matter where you are. Invite Him into your space, and He will meet you, and from there you will grow. From there you will be free. From there you will be saved. And being saved is being set free from the things that were trying to hinder you, that were trying to kill you, that were trying to keep you down and keep you depressed and keep you under water instead of walking on it. Okay? That's being saved. You've been set free from those things. And once you've been set free, you won't even want to go back. Okay, that's why you're struggling and you're questioning it, and you don't know, and it feels good and it's familiar, but you really don't want it, and I don't know what it's going to look like to move forward, and is God going to have me? That's why you're questioning things, because you've been saved, you've been set free, God's trying to deliver you, but you don't see the abundance in your outcome. You don't see the beginning from the end. It's blurry right there, but you can see this, so you rather choose this because you can see. That's why God says walk by faith and not by sight, because you're not supposed to see. You're just supposed to trust Him, and then as you continue to walk forward, He will show you what it is. You will begin to see what it is, but you're not going to always see it in the beginning, and sometimes you might not see it in the middle, but you'll see it in the end, and you'll thank Him for everything that you forgot, that you closed your eyes to, that you closed your mind to, that you closed your door to, that you turned your phone off to. Okay, all the things that you restricted access from, you will start to see why, and you'll start to be thankful for it. So don't be afraid of letting go. Okay, don't be afraid of letting go. It's painful, but don't be afraid of letting go. Fear is false evidence appearing real. Why are you scared of something that's false? Why are you scared of something that's pretending? Why are you scared of something that's going to change its face when it gets behind closed doors? Because it doesn't feel good enough. It doesn't feel good enough. It doesn't know itself, and it was just out trying to do trickery. Why are you scared of that? You. Good, bad, happy, sad, you are you. You are authentic to yourself. So why are you scared of something that's not authentic? Being authentic is powerful. Being inauthentic is weak, because you're pretending when you can stand 10 toes and be you. Okay? Remember that fear is weak. Fear is inauthentic, and you are strong. You are authentic, and you stand 10 toes on who you are regardless of what it look like. So choose that over choosing being lame. All right? Sorry if you ever been called lame and that was a trigger. All right? My bad. But it fit the occasion. All right? We need to start calling things that are lame. And we need to start calling things that are powerful. Instead of being like, oh, you weird. Or, oh, you doing too much. Or, oh, you take your job too serious. No, I take it serious because I put the work in. Okay? I've been learning that in school. Like, you got to put some respect on these people's names who've been in school for a long time, and they come in to teach, and you think they doing too much. Or these people who got these jobs and they're doing it by they're taking their job serious, and because you hate your job, you think they're supposed to hate their job, and they're not supposed to operate in the spirit of excellence because you don't operate in the spirit of excellence. They know their purpose and their reason, and God is blessing them because of that. So it's like, come on now, we got to start calling. We have to start really honoring and appreciating and putting respect on the sacrifices people have made and what they are doing, because that's not easy, especially in a world of people who don't like authority and want things handed to them because they feel a type of way about being held accountable because of how childhood went, and they don't respect their parents' decisions, so they don't respect authority. Our parents were not perfect. I'm not, listen, a lot of us been through a lot of things with our parents. Our parents are not perfect, but at the end of the day, we're not perfect neither. And we're starting to see how much trauma in life can affect your decision-making skills, especially when you don't have certain things. They did the best they could with what they had, and they did a great job with what they had. Okay, I vouch for my mama. She did a great job for what she had. I vouch for everybody who has been in my life. They did a great job for what they had. And I can't be mad at them. I can't beat them down for that, because that's all they had to give, and it hurts. Okay? Listen, I want some apologies. I need some explanations. You get me? But I'm not holding it against you, because I'm living life and I see that it's difficult. I see that we didn't always have the right tools. I see what's going on and what agendas are being pushed. I'm aware. You get me? So listen, it's all love. I'm not using it as an excuse. I expect for you to grow and meet me at the level I'm on so we can have that conversation. I'm praying for you and I'm supporting you all the way through. No excuses. You get me? But I understand, and I have empathy, not sympathy no more. I'm not people pleasing or overcompensating and put myself in a hole for you. But I have empathy and I understand. You get me? So we need to start spreading a lot more of that. And I'm going to leave that at that. And I'm going to chill. When I talk to God, I'm going to thank him. I'm going to express my love and my joy for life, and express my gratitude and bask in this moment, live in this present moment, and enjoy every single second of it. And then I'm going to continue to honor my spirit, write this song, and push out some more amazing stuff for y'all, and make some more memories. You know, my kids can watch this back. I can watch this back, see my journey, and just be so thankful for where God has brought me, you know. This little girl has came a long way, all right? I remember the little girl I used to be, the teenager I was, the young adult I am, 25 now. Like, I remember a lot of versions of myself. Like, I've been so many different people in this small amount of time. So, man, I'm very thankful for my journey. Be thankful for your journey. This is not the end, all right? It's temporary, whatever you're going through. You're not going to die if that man leave you. You're not going to die if that relationship ends. So don't be out here trying to harm nobody or possess nobody because it ended. God's trying to teach you something. Get the blessing out the lesson. Keep it pushing. You're going to be thankful for it, all right? That doesn't mean give up on things too quick. Bring God into your space. Invite him in so that he can give you guidance and accept how he is trying to guide you, all right? And let's keep it there. Let's keep it there. I spoke about this on TikTok earlier. So again, go join the TikTok family so that you can get in on who I am over there. All right. It's still me. It's just a different part of me. I'm a little bit more vulnerable in a short span of time. All right. So if you're a short one, go over there to be short. And when you're trying to be long, come over here and be long. And when you're trying to be extra short, go ahead and head to my IG, man. We chopping it down. Like, I got something for everybody, y'all. So just go ahead and get in where you fit in and let's grow. And I'll see y'all later. I love y'all and have a great day. Have a great life. Have a great moment. Thank God for something after this video. And I will see you later. All right. Flashing lights, butterflies, and bees. Everybody has a part to play in things. What does this mean? You are free to be